Alright, Viper's Whip back here with more FM26. Sorry, I took a bit of a break. Okay, so I had some injuries in training. 3 to 8 weeks, but says fitness test not required, which means she should be back, available to put in. So we'll see. Probably just say fit. Kitching injured by Shiva. Taking out some competition there, Shiva, for the so yeah, Kitching can't play. From position. And who would normally go here? Yeah, Shiva's competition. She took her out. Wants a place on the team here. I gotta play Dale. It says she's wanted. Wow, who wants her? Bristol City. Might be able to sell her in January. Let's go. I'm gonna play Dale there, just for a laugh, basically. And I'll put Murphy in, get her some pay. Probably breaching some contract by not playing O'Hanlon. I'm actually going to play O'Hanlon. Not even sure who we're playing. And I'm going to put O'Hanlon in there because we don't. Gilmore is injured, and that's our other defensive center. I mean, Roberts can play there, but she's slow. Yeah, Gilmore's injured, can't be in. Okay, so said fitness test not required, but still injured. Okay, so we'll do that. McInnes, Dell will get like, no matter what, Dell's coming out at 60 minutes and McInnes will go in. But she'll get really bitchy if she doesn't get some playing time, and it's a long ways to January when I can transfer her to Bristol City apparently. Same tactic as everyone else, so let's do our regular thing here. And we are triggering a press on these people now. I don't know if it actually does anything. No, you get... It's when they blow by you when you're trying to tight press them, so... But we'll tightly mark the AMC and do that. Oh, did they upgrade the dressing room? Do you see that? It just flashed by really quickly. Everyone's training well, even Dale. And okay, let's do it. I'll do a shout right now. Not a lot going on. In real life, Southampton just lost to Sunderland women's team. Dale scored one of the weirdest, not weird goal, I guess, but like it was a goal line scramble 15 bodies or something in this small area, and it just kept, like, they tried to clear, bounce off people, and it was bouncing everywhere, and then Dale poked it in. But it was just absolute chaos. The goalie was on the ground, lying on the ground. Oh, a corner highlight. We never get these, really, so let's see what happens. We didn't get our head on it, but Shiva managed to hold it, and Priscilla's going to score from there. No, what? Apparently not. Oh, and then it's over, and Priscilla's not aggressive enough to go and try and charge the goalie to get her head on that. That was a real chance that Priscilla didn't put in there. Westrup gets it. Atkinson. Shiva plays up to Priscilla, who has Scar charging up the left side. Right side, sorry. And she tries to put it near side, but the goalie gets her arm up. And that's why I'm saying that if you don't have much to shoot at near side. The goalie can't probably catch it. They're going to have to, she should have kicked it low. It's either going to get rebounded out, and who knows what'll happen then. Or it'll go out here, but there, if you go up, she could only pad it out, basically. So just kick it. If you have defensemen here and the goalie standing here, and you don't really have much to shoot at, just shoot it as hard as you can. Try and put it near post, and it's probably going to go out for a corner. Probably better than anything else you can do with the ball, unless you know there's somebody you can do a back pass to. But there, she didn't get a corner? What happened there? Oh, we did get a corner. We just didn't do anything with it. Of course. We need a couple players we can get next year. So Sunderland are in 8th now, and they're out of the relegation zone by 5 points. Of course, it's not quite halfway through the season, but getting close. We don't get many of these goals scored against us, set pieces. No, oh my god, Maloney with another. She does this occasionally, and if they score on the corner kick, I'm still going to blame this on her. But what a bad pass. She saved, 2 corner highlights in the same game. I don't know if this has ever happened to me. Not with the women anyways. I used to get them all the time with the men's team. There you go. What a goal. I guess I'll count this as a corner. What the she was... I want to see that. Graham was right on the fucking line there. I don't believe that was offside, and I'm totally ready to call it when I see it's offside. Like, fucking get out there and do something, for the fuck's sakes. I don't believe she was offside. And who was offside? Person passing it, or the person who put the goal in? Because it was from the goal line. I really can't wrap my mind around this shit. Put the highlights back in with the lines. We've hit the woodwork twice from close range. It's time for Dale to come out. Let's get McInnes. How's my defense doing? 52 minutes. Only Westrup's a little low. O'Hanlon. Let's get Corbin back on. think Corbin was injured for a little while. Well, I definitely don't want a 0-0 draw. It's not like they're not getting chances. Oh my god, another highlight. 3 corner highlights in the same game. Are any of them going to go in off the head? No. Two fails and a not offside. We started with it, which means it's probably their highlight. It kind of came to us from maybe their goalie or something, though. It's hard to tell. Scar crosses it over. Can Atkinson head the ball back across the net? She can. She can. What a goal. What a goal. What a cross by Scar. Put it over everybody. Nice play from Brown there. And there was nobody covering her. Devlin left her alone. And you can see my encourage went off right as that goal was scored. So yeah, that doesn't help. And you can't say anything when you're up 1-0. This is probably their ball. Again, it's the 9-10 rule. Doesn't mean it can't be mine, it's just unlikely. Normally it changes possession. Corbin has no one really, but Atkinson has it, puts it to Shiva, who tries to put it in, and then Scar punts it over the net for... Do they practice heading, these women, do you think? Is there an aerial training? I know there is on individual training, but is there like heading 101? You really have to get above the ball. So this is theirs. Like, we can't keep possession. Yeah. So there we go. And T. George. What, Corbin is like more worried about trying to call an offside than... Oh my god, did you see how that ball dipped? That was crazy. Is anyone in brutal condition? Let's get Roberts out there, captain. And Scar can have... Barry. Barry's pretty impactful. And she scored, but... Oh. No. Cancel. I'm gonna go Brown for Roberts. I'm gonna go Westrup for Pierce. Always go from the back end out. They're more impactful. You don't want your... and I only had 3 subs left, so there you go. They're more impactful because you don't want your defense being tired out there. 4 corner highlights. Can we score on one, please? We don't have really any tall people or aggressive headers or anything, but... Oh, 3 fucking posts in a game. You don't get this unlucky very often. And then she tries to play it out to Corbin, but Corbin doesn't fucking move for it. See, we don't really have anyone that's gonna head the ball here. But we do have couple people at the back post that are not being covered. So put it out wide there, Izzy. Of course, it would help if they were good at heading the ball. You have 13 heading, and that's what you did with it? What the fuck? That was not an exciting game. Sorry to anyone watching. I haven't seen this dressing room. Maybe because we're at Sheffield and I have never paid attention before. If you say anything else, they just go, oh, you didn't really, we won though. That was O'Hanlon's first time on the, oh, really? She didn't do anything with it. She didn't even show up in a highlight. Markle. Okay, so I think... Well, we enter the League Cup against... Newcastle, yeah. Atkinson got Player of the Month. That's unusual. She went from very positive to positive because I dared talk to her when she was happy already. She's like, what are you calling me in for? What? I was having fun before he started talking to me. Do players really get pissy when you say, good job? I don't remember that. This is a rivalry, apparently. So, Newcastle, hey. We had some epic battles against them in the last save. Is she going to clap back at me for putting her down? I like to start conflicts with anyone that starts one and just keep it going. Makes the news media a bit more happy when you're being a bit salacious. So McInnes, get out there. And Gilmore's still injured. This is our best 11 with Kitching out, rather. All right, League Cup, you got to win your 3 matches, basically. So I haven't looked to see who's in our table. I'll look after the game. Same formation everyone else uses. So oops, that's the wrong person. Oh, and I didn't do this. No. Arg. It should start this way, honestly. Why would you only, like, I guess occasionally there's a player you really want to be wary of, but actually this is not the right people. Well, this is a slightly different formation. So yeah, we want to trigger press on all these defensemen, run at them. Here we go. Very heavy defense. Look at all this defense. This is basically a park the bus team. Very interesting. You don't see this very often. Boy, this is a different formation. It just threw me off there. Are we underdogs? We barely played any games in the league. We haven't shown who we are. And they're 9th. I'm pretty sure we're 3rd or something. They're not drinking my Kool-Aid yet, so to speak. I was getting worried that was going to turn into a highlight. Not a lot happening. We've had 5 shots towards the net, only 3 that hit. Not getting any quarter highlights this time. We're taking it to Newcastle at this point, though. It only takes 1 shot, though. Played out to Mannion. Oh, what? Well, Maloney did that. Scar is a striker, but you're a fucking striker. You can play on the wing, but like you should have a more deadly eye for goal than that. If we don't win, that is terrible. That that was real bad. You do see people miss the net all the fucking time. I really love how no one knows to put their knee over the ball and they're airing the fucking ball over the net all the time. You see it all the time. A little too aggressive there for Atkinson. Going to the left now. We haven't really given them much to do, although I would hate if they score on this kind of shit. Just keep pushing them back. They can't do anything if you keep running up the field. They'd all be offside. No danger for Maloney, and it was offside. Our team played that well. Six corners, no highlights. Last game we had so many highlights. Brown is not playing well. She You only get like that if you're missing your passes and stuff like that. She is doing terribly. So we're going to do a sub-Roo here because they'll ask, why didn't you sub her off? I do want Barry on. She's pretty good. I have 5 subs. Let's just do them all right now. Wriggler for Pierce. Greenwood's at least tall. And Corbin for O'Hanlon then. Players are starting to get tired. I don't know how theirs are feeling. It used to show more information on this screen, but they made this one for consoles. And you can kind of tell with how uncluttered the screen is. Atkinson's really burning. We'll end up on penalties, and I just did sub out some people who are good at taking them. I don't like this. We're in our defensive zone and she's having a hard time. Like, throw it out to Greenwood here. And I would rather go for composure 8 than 10, like 12, 8 rather than 10, 9. So I'm going to do that and then I'll do this. I really hope it doesn't go too many rounds, but I'll put them in order. 7 and 5. Oh, I wonder what her finishing is. Rhiannon has shit finishing. Grace Maloney right at the end there. Isn't there extra time? This feels weird. That's where you have to put him. No goalie in the world is... That one was a bit slow. But no goalie in the world stopping at an upper corner on either side. You got a lot of it to shoot at, so you don't have to aim for right under the crossbar. Anything in that upper half, really. There's no way to speed this up, so sorry. This is a bit boring to watch. I don't feel the... when I'm watching it in real life or whatever, I feel a bit more agonized about this. But we're in the WSL 2. I really only care about promotion. I do not care about the League Cup this year, for example. Stats have shown that shooting it in the middle, in the upper part of the middle, is also really effective because goalies normally go one way or the other. And you have some... I think it's the highest percentage for penalty takers because they suck at putting it in the corners. if the highest percentage is actually in the upper part of the middle. Went the right way, but didn't really jump far enough. Who's gonna fuck up first? That's kind of what I look at when I'm looking at these things. Greenwood, our defense sub that we put in. Let's see what she can do with it. Puts it in the top right. No goalie saving that. I don't think we've practiced penalty taking in our practice sessions. Normally just do set pieces. It's not the same thing. Gout Rat. What a name. I was a bit mean when I was a kid. I would have had fun with that. Went the right way again, but I think that was probably a safe penalty that she might not have saved even if she was better. But she has gone twice the right way, just not being able to reach it. And what kind of last name is Moan? Would have gone crazy with that one when I was a kid. And top corner again. We must have practiced this. Everyone's going top corner. There's no way the goalkeeper is going to get that. I agree with that. I've had these penalty shootouts go around past the goalie back to the top players again. I don't want that to happen, but I don't know. Who's going to save one? Who's going to screw up? Are their bottom players worse than ours, better than ours at taking penalties? I don't know. Probably better. Sunderland is not a well-constructed team. Top corner again. We must practice this, or they can hear me through the screen. Something like that. It's an extra long episode thanks to these penalty shootout. Okay, let's go. She's gone the right way 3 times. They're just not tall enough. It's just not tall enough. Got the reflexes, not the size. I do replace her in the like I get a better goalie in the next when I get promoted. If I get promoted, I better fucking get promoted. Like I said, the new league system that's in the game right now, only one team gets promoted. Top middle. Again, that's statistically the best place to go. Kind of nice that we had our striker out here that late, so hopefully they're running low right now. Again, she's just not tall enough. She had that. She would have saved if she was 6'3" or something like that. She would have saved 3 of these already, at least, maybe 4. So next year, when we get Gallardi, I think it is, those aren't going in. Atkinson's a gamer. Let's see. I really hope she doesn't screw up here. She does, but the goalie had to reach for it and put it in her own net, so it worked. But that was a terrible penalty. That was a terrible penalty, so hopefully we don't get another one of those. Hopefully they get one now, a terrible penalty. Although you could call 3 or 4 of these terrible, because if my goalie was taller, she would have saved them. Like, she's going the right way. She's just, that one maybe you don't save, but she's just not tall. She's just not tall enough. Fuck. Wasn't even a lot of highlights this game. It's not like that one by Scar is really fucking up me up. That one was dangerous because if the goalie had gone the right way, it might not have gone in. That's why you have to put it up a little bit. Although Moan doesn't look tall either, so maybe that would have been okay. Yeah, like how many... She's gone the right way almost every time. Not tall enough. But there's no way to get rid of your goalies in the preseason. You just have to let their contracts run out. And all of these girls will go sign in the lower leagues. They're good enough for the lower leagues. Oh my fucking god. Right at the goalie. And the goalie didn't go anywhere. Because there wasn't enough pace on the ball. So she was able to stand there. Like she could see where it was going. We're going to lose to Newcastle on fucking penalties. And that's the game. We're out of the League Cup now. Yeah, it was embarrassing that we even got to that point. Fucking hell. 0-0 draw. Yeah, Man City's here. So it was unlikely we were ever going to get promoted. We got 2 points for a win on penalties. Okay. Didn't know that. Yeah, I don't have much to say. We played like shit. They played a very defensive formation. I'm sure this is kind of how they play all the time, so there's not a lot of goals against them. And then our goalie is not tall enough. That's basically it. I'll show you the goalie I normally get in the off season. Attend press conference. Yeah, let's I'm just gonna keep throwing Tanya under the bus. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, quit asking me about... I'm gonna support my players in public. That was pretty terrible. Let's go to the short list. And let's look for goalies. And the one I was able to get that would actually come and play for me is Gallardi. Now, she's not, like, Maloney's not short. But something was going on there. It wasn't just me. Maybe it is just me. No, she's taller than... She just sucks. Like, she makes some great saves, like that one where she gave the ball away and she got her arm up to save it. That's a reaction save. She's a good goalie. But she went the right way there like 6 times and she didn't save a single fucking one. Which is terrible. So we only care about the fact that, like, certain things. She has higher jumping reach and she's 22 and she's a wonder kid. As her strength, like if at 14 strength, her jumping reach will be bigger. And the jumping reach matters because you get across the net, right? So that's where you save the ball instead of not saving the ball. And she's already at 14 and she is not as strong as she's going to end up being. Some of these stats in the middle don't matter as much for goalies, like off the ball is not a big deal. It's kind of where you're going to position yourself. It works with positioning. I wonder if it'll have a mouse over. It used to have a mouse over, but this is made for fucking consoles. So, I don't know. I can't tell you exactly what off the ball does because they took this stuff out because people with controllers can't just point. But yeah, off the ball, I wouldn't rate that. Like, I've had her. She's fantastic. This obviously doesn't make a big difference. Flair, it's useless on both of them. That's how creative you are. You don't really want that in a goalie. Anticipation, again, 22. She's a wonder kid, not a wonder kid. So, yeah, in terms of goalies I would actually want, I do want Cecilia here. But well, she was fucking expensive. And too expensive. Before I had a rich owner. And Sunderland, like I explained in the last episode, Sunderland has a rich owner. And that's not in the game. So I never even tried to get her. Blue Neri. They're first in the best league in Italy. Would she come to me? Serie A, we'd be in WSL, and just newly promoted. She probably wouldn't come to me, to be fair. Is she a backup? No, she's their star fucking goalie. Of course she is. I went for Gallardi because of these two numbers. She's a breakthrough. I tried to get Isabella. I remember the photo. And she wouldn't come to me. I'm going to scout this player. And just make sure she doesn't hate bad games or something like that. The thing that shows up there. Hates big games, rather. And she's only 17. That means, like, her reflexes and shit, like, oh my god, she's gonna get so much better. Jumping reach already at 15, and her strength can go up to like 14, 15, especially if you put her on training strength. That will affect jumping reach and stuff. So does aerial. You can try that, but yeah, go for strength training. Handling, that's how good they are at like catching the ball kind of instead of knocking it into their own net. So that could be better. But she's only 17. Like, craziness. I wonder what league do they play in? The top league, A Liga. It's the 9th most reputable. I haven't tried to get her before. She will not come to me now. But when I'm promoted, we'll see. The stats on these players changes throughout the year because they're wonder kids, so their stats go up like crazy, right? They have like 140, 150, 160 stats. So all these positions here can change. Not the height necessarily because they're all adults, but well, she could grow a couple inches or centimeters anyways. Maybe not a whole inch or two, but like she could go up on the centimeter scale. She's only 17. Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep her in mind. I don't see Cecilia coming to me, and I don't see who was the other girl I looked at. In any case, it'll be tough to get it won't be tough to get Gallardi. I've got her before. She won't come to me. But Isabella, maybe I can get them both. Both my goalies are not under contract anymore. Did I get both last time? Well, I'm going to have to look into that. I have money now. I kind of want to play a game and win it. It's 10 days. Do you mind? I'm just going to... Hopefully no one gets injured in training. Like I said way back in the first episode of the first season, women get injured in training. I would say, based on reports I've seen, more than often than men. And did that say 6 to 7 days? Yeah, okay. Jesus Christ. It's like weeks? No. Because of their way their legs are bowed. For giving birth. It's not their fault. It's just... There's ways they have to try to stand. Like, they have to actually practice standing properly. And there's physiotherapists that teach it. Starting to work with these female athletes. Maybe only in the WSL or whatever. But because you get injuries because your leg's not straight. You can call them fake news. Westrip is good enough for this year. I didn't go get Waldy. Maybe I should have. I got Gilmore instead. Waldy didn't spawn with the same stats she normally does, so Gilmore was better. So let's play one more game and hope that we can actually win. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. She'll be back before the transfer window, because if you're... We have lots of money. Let's send her to a specialist. And I'm not going to talk to her about it, because if she's very happy or something, she won't be very happy. And I'm not going to promise her playing time. Because if I can't sell her in the... God, what a fucking... So, Kitching. Well, okay. Who's her replacement? It's always Barry, right? Okay. And then Kitching can come in here. Gilmore is fit now. I mostly have Greenwood here, but in case Finn gets tired. Oh, Watson's injured still, so she can't play. So we'll put Gilmore in just in case. Like, fit means you can play for like 20 minutes or 30 minutes maybe. And yeah. So Shiva gets a stay of execution there. I have this very good vanilla chai tea. Do I want to try not doing anything here? I've been doing it for so long, and I only played the men's teams obviously before this. And I'm just used to doing this. Oh shit. This again. So we're gonna trigger press on the defense. I heard that did a lot, or helps, but I haven't seen any evidence of us stealing the ball from them and scoring, so who the fuck knows. And then this is pretty close to what I ran. No, I didn't do that. It tells you to never press players who are quite quick, but doesn't mean they receive the ball well. Like I might not press somebody in real life if they were really quick and had terrific first touch, for example, and great dribbling. I was worried Finn was going to shoot. No, Corbin. Oh. Can she get it through the massive body? She can. Atkinson, I didn't want Corbin to shoot. I was getting nervous there. But Atkinson can shoot. And that's pretty early in the game. That's really lovely. That's the team they just beat by one goal. A weird goal on the line, like I said. So let's see if I can beat them in real life with some slightly better players. They don't have Barry on their team. They don't have Riglar. But Shiva was in that game. I didn't notice Atkinson's name in the broadcast, but she was out there, I think. Of course, they don't have Priscilla. You would never get Priscilla in real life. It's kind of... Maybe I should play a real life version of this team, but you play the game, not the... not real life. Barry plays for the under 21s, and I should have changed that. While Scar is injured, I'm going to have to. Can I do it here? No. Primus was in the game. I remember she was all over the place in the highlights. Ooh. Our goalie did a good job there. But it seems to not be over. Okay, well, she missed the net, obviously. Again, there's nothing you can yell, as far as I'm aware, when you're up 1-0 to your team. You can't say, good job, girls, because they don't take praise if they... She got that on net? Thought that went off the side of the net. Wow. That would have gone in if not for the goalie. That's amazing. Ooh, this is our highlight, which is crazy. Almost certainly it's our highlight. Shiva's not really putting herself in position to receive a pass there. Priscilla had maybe back to McInnes, but that was risky. And Shiva just sauntered up the field. She wasn't there for a pass behind the defense or anything. That was really bad by Shiva. Run, 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 run. Like, Priscilla's going to put herself in position here to get a pass. If you put it behind Hack, Priscilla's going to get to it. She's taking it right to the goal line. Back to Brown. No, Brown. No, 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 no. Oh, I've told you not to fucking shoot. I'd rather have her pass there. I know that in real life you got to shoot, but and it looks like she's going to shoot again. Can she redeem herself? No. Brown, I've told you not to fucking shoot the fucking ball. Oh my god. Because in the game, it's math in the game, okay? In real life, she'd be sent down to the bottom league in the women's tier if she missed both those chances. But in this game, it's math, and I've told her not to fucking shoot the ball. Oh my god. And that feels kind of like the Scar one from the Newcastle game, where you just... What was that? Barry is just choking it. Yeah, I gotta tell her not. And then here's where you're like, well, who can play? Who's the person who can play there? And you're gonna go with Watson, who's not in the game. I'm gonna go Shiva. Because Shiva kind of has the stats for anything, like I've said, and then I'm going to put Kitching here. Shiva's one of the 10s or 11s everywhere kind of player. Along with Watson. I have to. No, you don't. Let's say that they're not happy if you say that. You could be playing better. It's reality, but in this game, they don't take any interest in you saying something like that. Primus, we don't have really tall players, but neither do they. They have a tall player in the middle. And doesn't matter, she swung it out to the 6-yard box. Maybe we should try doing that. We're pretty early for me to be panicking about the score, but now I can encourage my fucking team. They're already still happy for me extolling their virtues at halftime. Of course, it didn't help there. They have one shot on net. Oh my god, another corner, and they put it out. That one was near post. Priscilla's going to get there. Is anyone going to run to help her? No. Nobody did. Jesus Christ. Kitching is getting up there. Oh, Atkinson off screen. She's going to have to shoot. And she puts it in. Atkinson, I love her. She's not good enough for the next league, but that was... I didn't see her running up the field. Obviously, she did, though. But, like, look at the... What a clearance by Brown. Gets it up to Priscilla, who sees no options. And she doesn't even press the defense there to get that ball. Really, only Atkinson was open. Wingers always be open in this game, yo. And she goes far post. Just has the right curve on it to hit the inside of the post. Very nice shot. And we have 7 on net. We should be doing better. And none of those were Brown's, by the way. Those don't count as on net when you hit the crossbar or you air it over the net. She's one of the 16. 2 of them. Wow, so many corner highlights for them. One went against them, but this one looks like it's going to get... Oh, Priscilla steals the ball, and she's got a breakaway. Can she dribble with the ball fast enough to get through Peplo? It looks like she can. Can she cut in? She can. That's what happens when you don't keep enough people back. And Peplo must not have very good pace. She has 11 pace. But Priscilla has quite a lot more pace than that. .14 and good dribbling. I know it says it's going down, but don't pay attention to that. All right. That's 2 corners that have gone against them in this game. Next time, can you decline a corner? You can decline penalties in the NFL. Can you decline a corner? Say, no, we don't want a corner. Just have a goal kick, please. She just really puts it through over the goalie's leg and under the arm there. And a highlight off the face-off. Let's see what happens here. Oh, I'm surprised that's not a red card. She kind of tripped her for no reason there. Should have got a second yellow. Priscilla steals the ball again. Priscilla is a thief in this game. Kitching puts it far over to Shiva, who's always open. Oh, the wingers in this game. And she plays it to McInnes with 16 finishing. And I think it went to Kitching and then Mott hit it, or Mott hit it out, or whatever. I don't know. No corner highlights in this game for us, though, but that attempt at goal was entirely made by Priscilla jumping in on that player there. And since we're up by 2, we can do praise. And our players love that. There's really no one to get on the field that's going to be better than the players that are on there to protect us this lead. I could lower the tempo or whatever, but it's really not how we do it. Looks like Rigler got her head on that. And here's Atkinson. Looking for a hat trick, by the way. Kitching off the net. Okay, well, she's not one of the players I've told not to shoot, so maybe I have, actually. Atkinson is really breathing hard, but if I take her off now, people get, why'd you take her off when she was on a hat trick? And I'm not going to focus down the left while Atkinson's choking smoke. We have nobody standing there. Like, she just shot it right at Godard's head. This one could go down all the way the other way. It's not just us that benefits from that. There's a pressing one where I told her to press that player, and that was a great shot, by the way. And she runs and gets the balls. Yep, whatever, okay. It's fine. I don't need to watch it again. Well, we held them off. They had 2 shots on net and they both went in. Okay. That's the power of a great goalie. You have to say that, though, and Grace is like, oh, yeah, thanks, boss. Even though there's nearly 100% chance of scoring if you get it on net with her in the net. According to the stats in this game. Shiva can play anywhere. Before I forget, I'm gonna stop playing now. I'm gonna switch Barry from to what happens there? Yeah, she's not available. Can't be right now, not while Scar's out for 7 or 8 weeks or whatever. And that's just when they're back at training, really. So, as annoying as it was to lose to Newcastle with my goalie going the right way every freaking time, and still not managing to save a ball, I am glad we're winning in the WSL2. I don't give a fuck about the League Cup this year. You're not beating Man City probably, right? It's an any given Sunday type situation. But not with this team. we don't have really good players. And even next year, we'll have great players in the future, but wonder kids at every position, hopefully. Especially if we can sell like Scar and Dale or whatever in the offseason. In the transfer window. That'd be awesome. Although we might need them to succeed. I don't know. It just next year will be a better team. Priscilla's not scoring as much as she should be. She did score in that game though, so that was good. There we go. Let's do that. And then I'm going to go play something else. They've been playing Axis and Allies online. Just in single player mode. I find the AI is aggressive enough that it's challenging. It's not challenge. Okay. Once you know what to do, it's relatively easy. But there's still luck involved. And if the dice rolls go against you, it's torturous. But I can lose all day to AI. I don't care. Ultimately, that's a math issue. And it's just, you just figure out, it's a tactics thing where you just figure out how to beat them. Humans piss me off. So I learned that when I was playing Gwent. I had a 70% win rate. So I was quite good, but if they pulled out a scorch card in the third round after I had nursed out 2 of them already, like I teased them out in earlier rounds, getting ready for my nukes in the third round, like I'd sacrifice a round to the scorch card, and they pull out a third fucking scorch card, it just made me so incredibly angry, and there was no positive from winning that matched that anger. So yeah. Anyways, that's it for today. Thank you. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And I'll be back playing this regularly. I want to get through this season. Hope to come in first because, yeah, that's the way this mod works. I came in first every other time. So let's see what happens. Anyways, bye.